The word that saves is right here, as near as the tongue in your mouth, as close as the heart in your chest. It's the word of faith that welcomes God to go to work and set things right for us. This is the core of our preaching. No one who trusts God like this, heart and soul, will ever regret it. It's exactly the same no matter what a person's religious background may be. The same God for all of us, acting the same incredibly generous way to everyone who calls out for help. Everyone who calls, "Help, God," gets help. But how can people call for help if they don't know who to trust? And how can they know who to trust if they haven't heard of the one who can be trusted? And how can they hear if nobody tells them? And how is anyone going to tell them unless someone is sent to do it?
How often do we see the lost and the unchurched that are all around us? How many of us are sitting next to someone at work or elsewhere that we interact with on a regular basis, but they don't know who the real Jesus is and what he came to do? In our churches, we gather around Word and Sacrament, and we have the great privilege of receiving the forgiveness of sins. But too often, the gospel just echoes within the church walls, while there are millions of unchurched and lost Americans right outside the doors. This year, another 2 million people will abandon the church. Research here at Lutheran Hour Ministries shows that half of all adult confirmations in our synod occur in just 300 of our 6,000 congregations. In fact, between 1991 and the year 2000, every LCMS district showed membership losses.
With modern technology and multiple communication channels, there's so much noise. There's noise coming from businesses trying to attract the consumer. There's noise from political powers trying to establish their base. There's just noise in pop culture. There's even noise from preachers trying to sell a temporal fake solution to the emptiness and the heartache and the struggles that only the cross of Jesus Christ can cure. Lost in all this noise is the sound of the gospel, a clear proclamation of Jesus Christ that's not laced with personal preference or swayed by the peer pressures of modern pop culture. This is the sound that is worth hearing, that needs to rise above the rest. This is the message of Jesus Christ, real hope for now and for eternity. This is the message that people need to hear who may never grace the doors of a church or may not even have a Christian friend or neighbor.
At Lutheran Hour Ministries, we want to partner with you to reach the lost in your community. We want to team up with you to reach the people on your streets and in your neighborhood. There are various opportunities for you to participate in top-notch evangelism training with the best experts in outreach in the LCMS. Whether you are in an urban, rural, or suburban setting, we have outreach resources and training that can help you and your congregation reach the lost that are right outside your door. Lutheran Hour Ministries wants to partner with you.
That's why Scripture exclaims, "A sight to take your breath away." Grand processions of people telling all the good things of God. But not everybody is ready for this, ready to see and hear and act. Isaiah asked what we all ask at one time or another. Does anyone care, God? Is anyone listening and believing a word of it? The point is, before you trust, you have to listen. But unless Christ's word is preached, there's nothing to listen to.